There's the revolving bridge. It's revolving and such. Uh-oh. Prince, are you awake? Last warning, I'm coming in. I'm sorry to wake you up, Your Highness. But they're saying the troops have already found us. They're heading this way now. That didn't take long. Everybody else is gathered downstairs. We have to go. Oh boy. Sounds like a battle's about to take place, doesn't it? That's fun. Forces are already in pursuit. Thankfully, it looks like Lord Barrows was prepared for something like this. Well, let's hope so. Ah, Your Highness, it's simply dreadful that I had to awaken you with such unpleasant news. Those nefarious Godwin troops have crossed the revolving bridge, and they're advancing our way as we speak. There appear to be 300 or so of them. Damn! They sent a messenger this morning to inform us of the so-called reason for this advance. Apparently they seek to capture the felon George Prime, and take custody of the Prince and Lady Cyalides. The messenger also said that his orders came from Princess Lemsalia, Athelai. They expect my understanding and full cooperation. Backstabbers, and they've got the guts to call someone else a felon. Quite right, and they dare employ the sacred name of the princess in such foul schemes. And calling a 300-soldier invasion a request for cooperation. Even insolence should have limits. Don't worry, the Barrows family shall never capitulate to the threats of liars and blackguards. They dare to threaten us with force. Let them come. I say, like men, we'll settle this on the battlefield. You'll show these scallywags, won't you, Father? But, there's just one thing, the tiniest of favors that I'd like to ask of you, Your Highness. Would you mind leading our forces into battle? Excuse me? Father? Don't misunderstand me. It's not as if I'm asking you to fight on the front lines or any such thing. But don't we want the people to see what foul liars the Godwins are? That we are the true liberators who will crush the rebels and restore order and peace to Valena. Surely the people will know the truth when they see the kidnapped Highness take arms against his false rescuers. Think of the boost to our soldiers' morale as well, to fight alongside one so great and noble as Your Highness. Come now, Your Highness, I believe you'll find my reasoning is quite irrefutable. Why am I not surprised that Solemn's plan involves someone else doing the fighting? Yeah, but he's still got a point, and I don't think we're going to get a better offer anytime soon. That's true. So, Your Highness, what do you say? Well, not much of a choice. It does seem like the best plan. Just what one would expect of the son of His Majesty Farad. I'm sure he'd be bursting with pride right now. Prince. Your Highness, I'll be your deputy commander. Don't you worry, I won't let so much as a mosquito touch you. Gah! Alright. Oh, that's Lord Wild for you, so wonderfully reliable. Your Highness, are you prepared to go into battle right away? Why not? It might be a good idea to save first, but I think we're okay. May victory be ours, Your Highness. Prince, let's go get him. So this is our first major battle of the game. This one's basically kind of like an introduction to the major battles of the game. Alright, so let's take a look at our units. We got infantry, rune archer, spear. Yeah, it's basically like a paper, scissors, rock kind of thing, you know. Infantry is weak to cavalry. Cavalry is weak to rune archer, and so on and so forth. I don't think there's any cavalry in this fight, though. It's like we don't have any other units to use, but that's okay. Alright. Okay, I think we're good. Looks like our side has more numbers, so that's nice. Hey, listen up. These Godwin traders got no respect for justice. And sure, sometimes justice is just a little word. But sometimes justice is 3 feet of sharp steel smashing in your face. Now let's go get them. Yeah! All units, charge! Yeah! Alright, so battle goal, destroy all enemies, lose if Frazier is killed. Pretty typical stuff. You can take a look around the map if you want. So the major battles in this game, it's kind of like a combination of all the previous games' major battles a little bit. But I like this is probably my favorite major battle system. I gotta say. Look at your unit details, information on the different units. Infantry. Infantry defend against arrows with shields and heavy armor, but have poor mobility and are weak against cavalry. Spear, a type of infantry unit, less mobile, but boasts added defense and attack. So that's cool. Archers. Archers overpower lightly armored cavalry units, but are weak against the well-armored infantry units. Rune unit. Units whose name starts with rune boast powerful magic and healing skills in addition to standard features. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. It tells you kind of what each unit is. And you can look at your special abilities, battle-based. Cyclone. Damages enemies in amount equal to 30% of total current HP. Restore 50% of units' total current HP. And Charge, which is probably one of the most useful abilities. Damages enemy in amount equal to 20% of your total HP. You can't use in water. Plus, you can damage an enemy without being damaged yourself, so that really comes in handy. So let's get going. Your Highness, let me give you a quick overview of what you're going to face on the battlefield. Your units can basically be divided into 3 types: infantry, cavalry, and archers. Infantry are effective against archers, archers against cavalry, and cavalry against infantry. Remember that. Yeah, pretty standard issue. You'll want to confront enemy units with the type of unit that's going to deal the most damage. That's the key. Well, obviously. Excuse me. There are also other types of units, but we're only dealing with the basics in this battle. But never fear, with me at your side, there's nothing you aren't going to be able to handle. Yeah! Alright. Battle time! So they're going to start moving towards us. You can choose who they attack. It kind of tells you here, like, if they're strong against them or what. So that's pretty cool. Equal. Weak. Equal. Strong. Taking care of, yeah, and if they kind of lose, they kind of back up a little bit, which is pretty cool. I like the little battle animations. It kind of reminds me of Suikoden 2 a little bit, but even better. Never fear, men. We're gonna charge right through these guys. Yeah, so you can choose to do charge. Here's where you can just do a normal battle or the abilities you have, which of course, obviously, you have a limited number of them. But if you have a chance to do charge, I would obviously recommend you do so, because then you won't take any damage. Especially if you're up against an enemy that you're weak to. That's definitely good stuff. Also, another thing about major battles, depending on how well you do, determines like stuff you'll get afterwards, like the amount of pots you get and such. That dude's got like nowhere to go. But yeah, this battle, obviously being the first one, it's pretty easy. I don't think there's much of a chance that you're gonna lose. I mean, probably not. Charge! You've actually got 3 charges. So that's definitely nice. Woo! Just keep charging. And it's also really inspired the major battle style in Exit Fate as well. We've almost got him. Finish him off. And they're done. Victory plus. I think that's pretty much the best you can do. Yeah, and your like casualties will kind of drop the amount of money you get. It's a pretty cool system. And we get the Hungry Wolf tactic. Man, we've got a lot of new tactics we gotta try out. It's crazy. We were victorious!
Marvelous! Absolutely marvelous, Your Highness! What a triumphant return! A new god of war is born, the blood of His Majesty Perrin running in his veins! Attention, attention! Listen here, my dear citizens of Rainwall! Helena is about to be undermined by the evil ambitions of the ever so despicable Godwins! But with the divine guidance of the sun, His Royal Highness the Prince has come to stand before us! And in the name of our Prince, let us join together and fight for the liberty of Helena! We must deal a crushing blow to Godwin, who murdered our queen and the commander of the Queen's Knights! And we must rescue the captured Princess Limslia. We shall restore our beloved homeland to all its former glory. Let our mercy as deep as the Fatus, and our authority as powerful as the sun, be revealed to the entire world!
Let our mercy as deep as the Fatus, and our authority as powerful as the sun, be revealed to the entire world! Let our mercy as deep as the Fatus, and our authority as powerful as the sun.
And here we are back at Solfalena. It's just not right seeing Godwin soldiers there. Princess, I'm coming in. You can't just come into a princess's room. Who said you could come in? I don't even want to look at your face. Just get out. Ah, you seem to be feeling a little more spirited. I'm glad to see that. Stop it. You're giving me the creeps. He is a creeper. I was about your age when I lost my mother. I shut myself up in my room and cried for days. Compared to that, you're very brave. How can you talk to me like that? You're the one who took my family away. Ah, speaking of your family. His Highness the Prince has fled to Rainwall. He's teamed up with Lord Barrows and formed an army, it seems. Freyja? Princess! Now that Freyja is fighting back, you guys are doomed. Freyja is going to lead his army right into the Sun Palace and beat up all you guys. So you better give up right now while you still can. Princess, it's not appropriate for you to be pleased like that. We're talking about a rebel army that intends to revolt against the Falanan royal family, you know. Well, you know I wouldn't be a Suikoden without a rebel army. I mean, come on, that's like the whole point. Rebel army? What are you talking about? You're the rebel army. It's true. Ah, an unfortunate misunderstanding. I am your loyal subject, Princess. Furthermore, I'm also your fiancé. Ugh. And soon, I will also be serving you as the next commander of the Queen's Knights. What? I have no tolerance for those who would rise up against you, Princess. Not even your own brother. In the name of our next queen, Limslia, I vow to eliminate all dissenters, by any means necessary. Wait, no! Oh, Freyja. Freyja! Don't worry, Lim. So yeah, like I said, this is pretty much going to be our base of operations for a while. How's it going? Prince, reinforcements from the town of Sable have arrived. Oh. Their commander will be here to see you soon. Let's meet with him downstairs. From Sable! I like Sable. It's a pretty cool place. I've heard that the soldiers of Sable are some of the best around. I'm sure they'll be worthy allies. I'm sure they will be. Once again, my throat is starting to deteriorate, so I should probably end this session soon.
Oh, Your Royal Highness, you've arrived just in time. Indeed, we are in the presence of one dauntless General Dine. He is from Sable, a fine hamlet in the south.
Your Royal Highness, I am most honored to meet you. My name is Dine. I hail from Sable. I was ordered by Lord Rowlbell to assist you, sir. I came here with some of our troops as quickly as I could.
You're gonna be a big help around here. Sable's close to the border with Armis, so they've always been at each other's throats. But I've heard Armis has been shaking in their boots ever since Dine took command down there.
No, Lord Wild, I'm afraid your compliments are undeserved. The reason Armis has been docile lately is because their Majesties Arshtat and Ferid were so skilled at diplomacy. To show our gratitude to them, we solemnly pledge our strength to help you, sir, in any way we can.
Oh, this is most helpful to our cause. What's more, volunteer soldiers have been pouring in from every region. My, the day we thwart the Godwin scheme is indeed nigh.
So that's Dine. I like him. He's pretty badass. But you know, Lord Barrows, they say the enemy has command of the majority of the Queendom's army. I'm sorry to say it, but our military strength hardly seems a match for theirs. Yes, I'm afraid you're right. We could certainly use many more allies. So, that brings me to you, Your Royal Highness. Oh, I think we know where this is going. Do you think you could please persuade Raja to have Raftfleet join our cause? You want Raftfleet? Absolutely. They may not be the strongest of fighters, but one doesn't fight a war with force alone. We're desperate for scouts and messengers, and we need help transporting soldiers and provisions. With their profound knowledge of the Fatus River, they'd be perfect for jobs such as those, yes? I don't know, though. Raftfleet doesn't like taking orders from anyone. They don't like taking sides, either. That's true. Indeed, that's exactly why I want His Royal Highness to meet with them in person. I'll do it. Oh, you'll do it. I heartily thank you for your cooperation, Your Highness. Your Highness, Lord Barrows. If it's not out of line, may I offer a suggestion of my own? Would it not be best if we allied not only with Raftfleet, but with Lord Lake as well? Lord Lake? After getting scorched by the Sun Rune, I don't know if they want anything to do with the royal family. But if we can get them on our side, we can get anyone on our side. It'd be great for your cause, Your Highness. Well, I don't really see how that's even remotely... What's the matter, Lord Barrows? Do you have an objection? He seems to have an issue with this. No. Hey, I'm back. Somehow my headset got unplugged, and then it just kind of messed up the whole game, so whatever. Anyway. No, not at all, but one must not dilute one's resources when it comes to recruiting, yes? Let's concentrate on Raftfleet first. We can think about Lord Lake after that, can we not? He really seems to have a problem with Lord Lake. And on that note, Your Highness, we shall leave the rest up to you. Alrighty then. I've heard that Raftfleet has moved to an area west of Rainwall. Let's go have a look. Yeah, I told you before, Raftfleet is not always in the same place, so... The Sun Rune, Nethergate. Guess Godwin's got all kinds of nasty stuff to throw at us. Lord Barrows has got to think it over very carefully. Come up with some kind of clever plan, like he usually does. Me, well, I've never been much for clever plans. Grab a weapon and kick whatever asses need kicking. That's a Boz Wild plan. Gah-ha-ha-ha! Sounds good to me. Oh, Your Royal Highness, there's something that has been worrying me besides the strength of our army. Can you possibly guess what it is, oh wise prince? Not really. Nethergate? Indeed, Your Royal Highness. Oh, it's an absolutely morbid story, but did I ever tell you I had another dear son before Urim? He lost his life during that dark and terrible battle over the succession of the throne. Killed by the bloodstained hands of the abominable Nethergate assassins. That's too bad. Godwin's wife was murdered by the same group, and yet he still uses those inhuman beasts. His thirst for power knows no boundaries. It bears no sense of common decency. So, you no doubt see that I, Solemn Barrows, know all too well the horrors of which Nethergate is capable. I'm doubling the guards around the manor, but I fear that even that may not be enough. What about the Sun Rune? Well, that's worth thinking over, certainly. If they used the Sun Rune, we'd be no match for them. However, I suspect Godwin wouldn't dare use it against us, yes? Yes? Our lush, beautiful land is the breadbasket of Falena, yes? Were our crops destroyed by the Sun Rune, the entire land of Falena would be crippled by famine. Godwin is clearly planning a grand campaign. He can't risk weakening our nation now, yes? What's more, and no doubt Lady Siles already knows this, the legends have long claimed that only a true Falanan queen can bear the Sun Rune. So, I certainly don't think that Godwin will use the Sun Rune against us. I'm sure he'll figure something out. I'll be in charge of taking in all volunteer soldiers. If you know of anyone trustworthy, please encourage them to join us, Your Highness. I'll handle the rest. From now on, I think you'll need your own allies, not just those you borrow from my father, if you understand. Yeah, she knows the deal. So from this point on, we can finally recruit Stars of Destiny. And I may have went over this before, but if not, I'll go over it again anyway. But in this game, recruits are very time-based. So basically, if you don't recruit them as soon as they're available, there's a good chance you'll lose them forever. So that's why I would recommend making multiple save files in case you miss out on someone. So you got to make sure you check things out, like always. Sorry, but you'll have to go to Rathfleet by yourselves. I shouldn't be seen with you for a little while. Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. Okay. Come on, don't look so sad. You're the future of this country, Prince. Now stand up straight and act like it. Yeah. Did Solemn tell you about the Sun Rune? That only the true Queen of Falena can bear it? Well, that's just what the legend says. I'm pretty skeptical myself. Why would the rune care about its bearer's rank? Arstotzka probably had the same doubts, and that's why she chose to bear it. It was the one sure way to keep it safe. I suppose she knew what she was doing and such, right? Alright. Anything else we can do here? Farewell, may your journey be safe. Alright. Alright. So there are some characters that we can recruit now, but we're going to save that for next time. First, let's check over here, since we weren't allowed over here. But there's an appraiser. We don't have anything to appraise. I guess we could check out that new formation we got. Hungry Wolf. Plus 5 to accuracy and technique. That's another good one. Oh, I don't want you to put it on. You're being a bastard. Bum 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 bum. Alright, so what's over here? There's a dude. Who'd have thought it would come to this? But Lord Barrows wouldn't go to war for no good reason. We have to trust his judgment. So we're right behind you too, Your Highness. Make sure you put up a good fight for us. Yeah. I've always wondered how Lord Barrows' children ended up as complete opposites of each other. Urim's always so, well, flamboyant, if you catch my drift, but Lucerina's as serious as they come. You'd be in for a tough time if someone like Lucerina was in charge. Are you serious? That would be like the best thing that could happen to this place, let me tell you. But anyway, it looks like we got a really beautiful garden in here. I like this. I would love to have something like this in my yard, you know? Be freaking awesome. But anyway, like I said, we're going to call this a recording session here because my throat's really starting to give me issues. So we'll just get to the save point. Oh, don't mind the random person here. It's you again. What? Don't waste my time with idle chatter. I need to concentrate. Uh-huh. But we're gonna call this a recording session here, and when we come back, we're gonna start recruiting some characters. That's what we're gonna do. So, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time for more Suikoden 5. Good stuff.